Hello, my name's Teacher Jane, and today I'm here to talk to you about Exploring Entrepreneurship Unit. This is an Atia Jane production. Entrepreneurs are amazing people. They have ideas and they make these ideas actually happen. Often I have ideas, I think, oh, I could invent that or I could do that. I don't follow it through. An entrepreneur is somebody with a tenacity to follow things through. Could you be an entrepreneur in the future? Put that picture on. Who'd have thought a few years ago that it would become common to see somebody floating along the street on one of those? I'd love to have a go on one, but I think I'd probably have an accident. What do you need? Like all my videos, what you need is very simple. The first thing you need is a pen. The second thing you need is some paper. If you're lucky, you can find a piece of paper with some lines. You need a phone or a camera, just a way of taking a picture of your work so that you can email it to me. Don't forget, write your name and your number on every piece of work that you send to me. You could give your work a title, Exploring Entrepreneurship Unit. That'd be great. I've put my email at the top. I've also got it on the board behind me. Pause the video and have a little read. Welcome back. I'm not going to read all these to you, but you should now understand why it's really important to take notes. It helps knowledge stay in our heads. I'm always scribbling something down. It works for me. Got a nice mind map at the bottom. You can see the mind map has branches. This one is about an annual general meeting, and the first branch is info or information, and it splits that into two bits, time and venue. It then goes on to split time into three bits, date, the exact time and the duration. All important things that you need to find out maybe. This slide is about glossary. You need to start creating a glossary, a store of words. If you're to work in business or in sort of finance, you need to know what these words are. It's a bit like an artist not knowing what a paintbrush is. Very important. When you have a go at explaining what they are, see if you can give me an example for them. It really beefs your answers up. These are also words that could come up in an English exam. The customer had lots of demands. Can you give me examples of what these might be? Pause the video and have a go. Now you can see that I've added some definitions. Business plan, a document that sets out the future intentions of the business. How much better would that be if it had an example? The future intentions of the business, e.g. they want to open another branch, e.g. they want to get an extension, e.g. they're going to have a new walk-in fridge installed. Look at goods. A product that can be touched. Great. Boring answer. But if I beefed it up with an example, a product that can be touched, e.g. a phone, e.g. a cloth, e.g. a fabulous pencil case. All things that can be touched. What a better answer that would be. Service. Something a business provides that is intangible, i.e. cannot be touched. Let's give an example. What about, how did I get my phone? Delivery. Excellent. What about hairdressing? That is a service. So now I want you to do some background research. Background research is really important. and I'm directing you to the BBC Bitewise website, a very reliable source of information. I've put a link in, and then I've also put, if you search for what I've put in the search bar there, it should come up with the same site. Read all the information and watch the video. We've got Jap, the self-employed carpenter. He comes up with some great reasons why he wanted to be self-employed. You've also, if you look at the top up here, you've also got a test. But only do the test if you want to do really well and go on to the next level in the future. Because the test will really help get some of these words, the language, into your head. Just taking a couple of images out of the video or out of the reading that you've just done. Disguise wants you to understand the difference between wants and needs. Needs are things that are essential, things that you can't exist without. We need water, we need clothing, we need food, we need somewhere to live, shelter, and we need warmth. Wants are things that we don't need, but we would like. So it goes on, it says, where are we? Designer accessories. So a jumper to keep you warm would be a need. I'm trying to think of some fancy jumper name. A Burberry jumper? That would be a want. Something that you think, ooh, I'd really like it. A want I'd like is a holiday. I'd love to feel some sun on my body. Another one I'd like is a brand new laptop, but I'm going to make do with what I've got. Now, I've often said to you, if I want to learn something, I watch. If I want to learn plumbing, I don't watch an art teacher, I watch a plumbing teacher. Finding the right person to watch and learn from is a great way of learning. I've often said if you mix with clever people, you learn clever things. I'm going to ask you a question now. You read something about notes. What percentage of knowledge is lost after 20 minutes if you don't take notes? Do you remember? I do. 40%. That's almost half. What percentage of knowledge is lost after a month? Can you remember? 80%. That's almost all of it. That's terrible, isn't it? Take some notes. Revise from them. Look back at them. So I want you to see how many people you can recognise from this slide. I'm particularly interested in this chap and this lady at the bottom. Up here I've got Mr. Wren, and he's involved in Huawei, the 5G. That seems to be on the news rather a lot. I think we all recognise Oprah, or is it Oprah? The most famous women in the world. This chap at the top left. I wouldn't have known who he was, but he died recently in a helicopter crash. A famous basketball player. Lots of people talked about him with great respect, so he must have been a very nice man. At the bottom, in the middle, I've got a lady called C.J. Walker. She invented her own line of hair products in America. She suffered from a scalp problem, and that gave her the idea of coming up with her own products. She's the first female self-made millionaire in America. Just going to move these down, move myself down, just so you could have a little look at the logos. My lady up here, the Body Shop, simple logo, green, healthy looking. I did like Miss C.J. Walker's logo. It's simple, it's classy, it's classic. I think that could still work well now. Beauty culture. And she looks quite elegant too, doesn't she? What I'd like you to do now is follow that link or Google what I've put below so you can see this lady and listen to her talking about being an entrepreneur. Okay, I've got another something for you to read, and it also contains a video. Learn about your subject, get ideas. When you have lots of different ideas, it kind of gives you options. I don't like having just one choice. I like having 4 choices. Then I can decide what's best. This is my last slide. And what I want you to do is write these questions on your piece of paper and answer them. So the first one, what does it mean to be enterprising? Research the definition of entrepreneur and write your own. Then afterwards, I've got what are the main skills needed to be a successful entrepreneur? Are there any other skills that you think are needed? Identify some of the behaviours that are needed to be a successful entrepreneur, e.g., a willingness to take risks. Have a little think about it. Many years ago, I was quite entrepreneurial. I used to have market stalls. I can remember being in a pound shop once and thinking, blimey, I could sell this for a lot more than what they're selling it for here. Little Star Wars figures. Bought loads of them for 50p. Sold them all on eBay for a £5 each. It was great. I could be entrepreneurial. This was before I had a child. When I had a child, I wanted a regular source of income. Entrepreneurs do not get holiday pay, but they do have the luxury of working when they want. So have a go and send me your work. I look forward to receiving it. Thank you.